Hello everybody, welcome back to another adventure with Charlie's Adventures. Last week we took the scope off of the Savage Axis Hardwoods 308 and put a new Leupold on it and bases and mounts on it. And this week we're taking the scope that we took off of the Savage Axis and putting it on this Savage Model 93R17. It's a 17 HMR. It already had the base, the Picatinny base on it. And all I'm having to do is put the rings on and the scope and get it leveled up and adjusted, you know, for eye relief and all. Just a word of advice. Last year, Buddy Cumbie back here behind me told me to, he asked me, he said, did you check your scope on that rifle? But when I was over there sighting it in, I told him, yeah, but I really didn't. Well, guess what? It was loose. And I'm gonna tell you something, on that Axis hardwood, the base mount screws were loose too, just barely did put a little pressure to loosen them. And this 17 HMR, same thing. The base screws were loose. I've already snugged them down. And, this base is forward quite a bit, but the cutout for the relief for the ejector, if you flip it around, the cutout for the ejection is in the wrong place. So it's got to stay like that. And I'm just gonna have to move the scope back. That's the only choice I got. But anyway, I've got this, I've got it leveled side to side already. And I pretty much know where I want the scope. But right there, it's back to where the 40 millimeter end starts touching the Picatinny base. So I bring it back to where it touches and then move it forward enough to clear where it won't be vibrating and rubbing, you know, from vibration and when you shoot it or whatever. Give it a little bit of clearance. But I'm going to get these top base or ring caps on, and then we're going to level up the scope to the base. And what I've done, I just run them down to where they snug and then backed them off a half a turn. That's what I've done. And this is as far back as I can get this scope, so no needing to bring it back anymore. Or I can't with this setup, so I'm kind of stuck with what I got right here. But that's all right. It'll be okay on this. I've never shot this rifle yet. Myra won it. Actually, I bought a ticket on the Sportsman's Blowout that Petros Joyner Fire Department does every year. They got a Sportsman Blowout. They sell tickets, and then you got a chance of winning several guns, cash, and a four-wheeler. Actually, you give a donation. You're not really buying anything. I just need to clarify that. Shouldn't have said that you're buying. I give donations. And then you're entered in to win several good things. It's a real good deal, you know, what they give away. The top prize is a four-wheeler, brand new. Four-wheeler, you know, it's four-wheel drive usually. I don't know, around the 400, 450 usually. So that's a pretty good deal. Plus you stand a chance of winning several guns or cash prizes as well. And it helps the Joyner Fire Department out. It's a volunteer fire department just out here from my house. And if something must have happened here, they'd probably most likely be the ones that came. And the way I look at it, doing the donations on that Sportsman blowout, I just look at it like I'm giving the fire hall a donation every year. So, I mean, it's a way if you don't get drawn on anything, oh well. I mean, I give the Joyner Fire Department a donation. That's the way I look at it. And it's a real good thing. All right, well, I've got the gun leveled, so I'm going to try my best to hold it. And now I'm going to turn the scope to level the scope. Actually, these rings are a little bit too loose. I'm going to just put just a little bit of a snugging on them. And there again, I'm going by this cap. I know that cap ain't perfectly flush, but that's the only thing I've got to work with right now. We're not going to be shooting competition. So if you're shooting competition, you're going to have a lot more precise instruments than what I'm doing here. Okay, now I just want to make sure that I've got clearance, but yes, I do. All right, so I've got it level. And by the way, the bolt is open and the magazine is taken out. I should have said that in the very beginning. The bolt's open right here. And that's the very first thing when you go to working on a gun like this. That's the first thing you want to check. Pull the magazine out, open the bolt. Make sure there's nothing in it and leave the bolt open. That's any time. And then you still treat any gun as if it's a loaded gun, period. I mean, that's just the way it should be. That's the way I've always done. And there are accidents, man. A friend of mine, a long time ago back in school, he was cleaning his 12 gauge pump shotgun, thought it was empty, and he shot through the kerosene heater, caught the side of it, and he thought it was empty and it wasn't. And he should have had it unloaded and had that chamber open, but he didn't. And that was a close call. It scared the crap out of him, I'm sure. So anyway, you live and learn. It's a good thing that I wasn't there, because I usually used to sit in the rocking chair that was right at that kerosene heater. I'm sorry, people, I'm a little under the weather here. But I used to sit in the rocking chair that was right in front of that kerosene heater when I'd go over to his house. And if I'd have been there that day, I'd have probably been shot or worse, It'd have probably got me in the leg. I don't even want to think about. That was close range too. I mean, it blew a hole in that kerosene heater. But anyway, that's just one instance that the gun was empty. It wasn't loaded. And things happen. Been a lot of people got hurt or killed from an unloaded gun. So always bring your youngsters up that how to respect the gun. If you teach them from when they're very young, it'll be like second nature to them when they get older. And you got to respect the firearm. And just cause you get mad at somebody or something don't mean you pull the gun or pistol out and point it in their face just cause you had an altercation with somebody. People don't really know how to deal with life things anymore. Everybody wants to just blow up and go crazy. And used to, I mean, if you got an altercation with somebody, you may duke it out, I mean, that's the way it used to be. But now people, I don't know, man, they just want to pull a gun and go crazy. And that ain't the way to be. But anyway, that's enough of that talk. I'm just snugging these ring caps down a little bit at a time. And this 17 HMR has got the bull barrel. It's got a heavy barrel on it. And it should be very accurate, you know. I mean, I don't know how often you'd have to clean it or whatever to keep it, how many shots it takes for it to go to getting off, but it does have the heavy barrel. So I guess that'll be something here in the next little bit that I'll be learning. But I just keep going over these, just turn them a little bit at a time. You ain't got to go crazy. Just nug each side down. You want that to pull down evenly, or as even as possible. And like I said, from now on, if I buy a gun and it's got already a base on it, like this gun that already had the Picatinny base, I'm going to check the bolts on it, the screws, because they were loose. My 308, it was loose. Like I'm telling you, anytime you buy a gun that has a scope already mounted or any kind of scope mount or anything, double check it. Buddy Cumbie taught me that. He tried to. I didn't listen to him last year, but live and learn. Everything I learned it the hard way. And definitely I'll be checking from now on, you know. My daughter's getting ready to buy her a new muzzle loader this year. She bought a brand new CVA Wolf muzzle loader last year, got the deer hunt with it, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, and somebody went in her house and stole it. Not going to go into no detail on that. It's pretty sad, but she's going to be buying her another one this year. And that kind of sucks. Somebody just getting into hunting and then somebody goes in and steals her gun. You know, she worked for that with her own sweat, you know, and then somebody went in and just took it away from her. That's pretty sad. That's the way it is nowadays too, man. People want stuff, but they don't want to put forth the effort to earn it. They don't want to go to work a job and earn the money to buy stuff with. They just want to go and steal it, steal your stuff. And that's a bunch of crap. But anyway, I think we're starting to get pretty tight here. I know some of you are just probably saying, oh God, how much more are you going to do that, you know? And I probably am overdoing it. But I do know this, I don't want them to come back loose. And you don't want to strip these aluminum threads out. I think that's good. Want to check it there. It looks like I've moved it a little bit, but I think it should be real close. Let me pull it up here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's pretty good right there, man. I mean, as soon as you shoulder it, it's right there. Don't have to in and out. That's what you want. And it looks like it's very close to up and down straight. So, that's what we want. And this is a Bushnell Banner, and it's dusk and dark optics on it. And it's a decent scope for what it is, but it ain't nothing nowhere near like a Leupold. So I've already compared them side by side out here of an evening, and there's no comparison. So, I mean, you know, for this rifle, it'll be fine until, you know, I mean, it takes some time to buy all high quality optics, or I guess high quality for me be more like medium quality for others, you know. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about there. All right, people, that'll about wrap it up for this. If you will, like this video, share it. Hope somebody gets something out of it. Go watch my other one on the 308, and like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And hopefully when I get over this knee injury, I got a feeling I'm getting ready to start therapy here in the next couple of weeks. And hopefully I can go to building this leg up and I can go to making some more videos. I mean, I know they're far few in between right now, but that's the very best I can do. Dr. Mark out of Texas, you know, he commented on several of my videos. I don't know if he's commented here lately or not. I need to go in there and log on, but he watched several of my longer videos all the way through and commented on them. And that's Dr. Mark out of Texas. And Dr. Mark, I appreciate that. And I hope you come back and watch these. These are going to be a little shorter, but I'm going to do my best to start getting some more videos out, and especially doing some camping this year for deer season and deer hunting with the family. So, my son and daughter. So, you know, that'll be cool, and I'm going to try to make some videos of that and bring them to you all. Had several people mention about they couldn't wait before we had the cell cameras up there, the Spy Point Link Micros, that hope that I got to get my son or daughter or me up there and actually kill a deer. And we've had several bears up there. Yes, sir. I mean, I've got about 3 different ones that I know of, 2 older bears and 1 juvenile, you know. So, and my son's got, I think, a couple on his cameras, and they're 1.83 miles away, and I know that don't mean nothing. They can travel that far, but we've got 3 to 5 bears up there. That's what I'm getting at. And used to, there wasn't any bears around here, but there is now, getting more and more. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Everybody be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.